I bought game for me, yeah. Suck my dick in my pants. Hey, what y'all know about Yeet, man? All right, let's get right into the video, man. So here's the thing, man. So me and my boy were talking about this shit yesterday, and it made me realize, man, because I'm out here in LA visiting him, man. It made me realize, like, environment is everything, bro. Like, when everybody around you is locked in on fitness, is locked in on finances, is locked in and just getting women, bro. Like, not even like trying, but just like women are attracted to them, and you know, they're on their purpose, they're locked in on nutrition, they're really focused on themselves. When everyone around you is like that, it's so much easier to be like that. Because what I've noticed is the reality for a lot of you guys are not surrounded by who inspires you, and you're not inspired by people who have the same goals as you. So when you have these goals, they don't make fucking sense to you. You see what I'm saying? They don't really make sense because, like, you want them, of course, you want the goals, you want to reach them, but at the same time, it's like everybody around you doesn't know how to reach those goals. Nobody around you is at those goals, and no one around you is going towards those goals. You see what I'm saying? So if nobody around you is on the same wavelength as you, it's going to be hard for you to consistently push towards that way. Because I'm not going to lie, when you're really focused on your journey, like your fitness journey, obviously majority of Earth is not healthy, is not in shape, so it's fucking rare anyways. So when the people around you start saying stuff like, I don't know about that, man, that's kind of hefty, man. Just try to eat healthy for one day, or that's kind of hefty, man. You don't have to gain all those muscles. It's overrated. Or, you know, you could have McDonald's every once in a while. People around you are saying that shit. It is going to affect you because you're looking around you. Because, like I said, you see people on Instagram, social media. You don't see those motherfuckers in real life, man, because they're locked in doing some shit in the area where everyone else is doing the same shit. So it's like, around you, you see the same people eating the same bullshit. You're eating the same bullshit. You see what I'm saying? Like, they're still eating cookies, they're still eating pizza. It's really hard for you to disassociate yourself from that environment if you've been in it so fucking long. Now, am I telling you, you know what? Leave your environment and go somewhere else? That's not practical for everybody. But if you can surround yourself by like-minded individuals, it will help you get to that next level. Because then when you talk to them, you're not talking Chinese, bro. When you talk, I'm telling you, you're talking like Japanese Chinese to regular people, and you're like, yeah, so I'm gonna drop 20 pounds, get down to 10% body fat, be locked in, feel better, have more confidence. It doesn't make sense to a lot of people. They're just like, why the fuck would you want to do that? That's hard. Just like, you're healthy where you are right now. Like, you got those small-minded people around you, it's gonna be hard for you to reach your goals. For me, when I tell my homeboys, I'm like, hey, man, I'm finna lock the fuck in and hit 10%. They're like, oh, 10%, bro? That's come on, bro. Like, you know you better than that, bro. Get down to 8, man. Lock in, man. And you know what to do, man. Do this, do that. And they give you suggestions. And it makes sense to them. So they're encouraging you and pushing you further. If I say the same thing to, you know, my old friends, they'll be like, what the fuck, man? Fitness is not that serious. Man, y'all always so focused on your muscles, man. It's just not that serious, bro. Go out and have some drinks. You see what I'm saying? Like, so you can't tell your goals to everybody. But if you can't tell your goals to your, you know, your current homeboys or your current friends, you need some new fucking friends and some new homeboys, man. Because, listen, if you got goals to be the best version of yourself, you want to get to the next level. If the people around you don't want to get to the next level, man, why the fuck you hanging out with them, bro? Why are you hanging out with people who don't want to get to the next level? How does that benefit you? Are they there for entertainment? Because, listen, we can't be wasting fucking time, bro. Time is your most valuable asset. You cannot be wasting that shit, man. So if you're telling me that, you know what, I'm just around these friends because I've been around them for a while, you need to level up and you need to get new friends. Your environment matters a lot, man. Your environment matters a lot. If your environment is, you know, if you're in your parents' house and they're negative towards you, thank God my parents aren't. They're awesome. My parents are awesome. But if your parents are negative towards you or they're going against your goals, it's going to be very hard for you to reach your goals, bro. It's going to be hard for you to reach your goals if you're in that environment, because they're going to constantly be saying, you can't do this, you can't do that. Or if you're in like a toxic environment, maybe you got a roommate and him and his girlfriend are always arguing, that negativity is going to spread and get into your, you know, get into your mindset and shit like that, right? Or if you're in an uninspiring environment where everybody around you ain't doing shit, is doing drugs and shit. Like, why do you think a lot of these you know, people who stay in the hood, like NFL players and shit, they go back to the hood, or college football players, they end up getting shot and shit because they're so used to that environment, they get sucked into it, right? How many college football players, I don't know if you guys kept up with it, but over the years I've really kept up with college football players and like, you know, 5-star, 4-stars and how they fall off. A lot of them fall off because when they go back home in the off season, their homeboys don't have their best interest because they're hanging out with the same niggas, but they're on a different level trying to get to a new place. You trying to get to the NFL, you trying to be a millionaire, you trying to be, you know, fit, in shape, the best linebacker or running back or receiver you can be. So why the fuck you hanging out with, you know, drug dealers on the street corner on a fucking Saturday night? Like I've seen a lot of players over the years, just on the news and shit, get shot, get arrested, you know, ruin their careers because they're, you know, still around the people who are on this low vibrational mentality. These people who are NPCs, right? And they're trying to be the best version of themselves. It don't make any fucking sense. A lot of people be like, Jay-Z and Michael Jordan are sellouts. No, Jay-Z and Michael Jordan aren't going to hang out in the fucking hood where a lot of people, or they're not going to hang out, you know, give out free money where a lot of people have victim mindset. Michael Jordan and Jay-Z are trying to get to the next level. So they surround themselves with like-minded people. They're not fucking sellouts, all right? Like people want Jay-Z and Michael Jordan to give all their donations to the hood. That's not gonna fix the hood, man. The mentality of the hood is the virus, bro. It's not the actual money. You give money to the wrong person, they'll find a way to spend that shit, get rid of it, and not make good investments. You give, you know, $1, $100 to the right person, they'll invest in the right places. They know the right people to make the shit happen. You see what I'm saying? So it's deeper than that, man. Your environment matters a lot too. Listen, when your environment is like, hey man, it's cool to smoke weed, you know, be a gangbanger, it's cool to be, you know, a hood nigga or whatever, like that type shit, you're gonna end up in prison. You're gonna end up shot. You feel me? There's gonna be a lot of negative things happening to you. All right. If your environment is like, oh, it's cool to take heroin or it's normal to take heroin. When I worked detox, I noticed that a lot of the patients I got, they were awesome. They were literally awesome people. The only problem they had was their environment, which is why majority of the people in the detox, they were from Pennsylvania, New York, New Jersey, and they would come down to South Florida to detox because, you know, South Florida's nice, the sun is out. You know, the detoxes usually have like a pool area, like literally have a pool, have a gym and shit like that. And they never seen anything that nice in their life. So what I noticed with the detox people was just like the only reason they were, I swear to God, I don't know how I would fare in their position because I like, you know, because it was really hard because the only reason, and I mean the only reason that majority of them were addicted was because they saw their parents do it and they saw their, you know, their parents' do it. They saw their uncles doing it, their friends were doing it, their grandma used to do it. Like everyone in their family was doing drugs. Everyone they knew was doing drugs. Every neighbor they ever had was doing drugs. So it was just normal, right? And then, you know, they had some bad side effects and shit. And they're like, wow, this is an addiction. Maybe this is bad. So then they went to get detox. But it's like their entire environment was like, yeah, this is normal. You know, Saturday night, it's Sunday night. You know, let's do some heroin. Let's take some pills. It was normal for them, man. So like when that's your environment and you see no way out, it's going to be much easier to do that shit. Because it made me realize, like, I always thought that people, obviously this is society's, you know, perception of drug users, like, oh, drug users are bad. You don't fucking understand. These people's situations are actually different. A lot of them were abused as kids, and like I said, their whole family does drugs, and it's just a normal thing. It's like literally they see that shit growing up. Like they're getting abused, you know, all the way up to 8 years old, and then throughout that whole time, they're seeing people taking drugs and shit. So it's the normal for them. It's the only thing they've seen. So it's really, really hard for them to disassociate with that. So that's what the detoxing is for, and the reshaping the mindset. But in order to reshape the mindset, guess what they do in detoxes usually? In detoxes, what they usually do is the first thing that they do is they make sure that they obviously get in a new environment because that's going to speed up the process. And in the environment, you have therapists, of course, you have nurses like me, but you also have other people on the same journey, so it helps them stay on track. So that's what I'm saying with a lot of you guys. I know I use the detox example, but in reality, food is the biggest addiction out there. So if you're constantly, you know, buying unhealthy snacks and you have a bad mentality regarding food, you need to start consuming more content that is about good nutrition. You need to start surrounding yourself with better foods, and you need to be executing on a daily basis, eating better, right? Because like I was saying, I was talking to my homeboy about this shit, and it's like, because our homeboys, like both of our homeboys, I mean, we got some homeboys in common, but he has some homeboys I don't know, and I have some homeboys he doesn't know. But we surround ourselves with like successful, you know, individuals on their grind, on their purpose, 24/7. So it's like, for me, when I say some shit, like I said, a lot of people are like, oh, you're on steroids, or bro, all those screenshots are fake, or you don't get girls. I don't consider myself like super fit or like, getting a lot of bitches because of the people I hang out with. They're all fitter than me. I'm not fucking playing when I say that. All my homeboys are fitter than me. My brothers, they're fitter than me. My brothers get more hoes than me. Like, and y'all just be looking at me like, oh wow, you're doing a lot. It's like, not really. I'm just talking about it. A lot of people don't talk about shit, but I'm just talking about it because, like I said, my life is an isekai, bro. Like I came from the bottom, so it's like I was lame as fuck. So it's just interesting. I talk about it because I find it interesting how you're treated differently, like on body game and shit like that. That's why I talk about it, to be honest. It's not because like there's no other reason, to be honest. But like I said, my friends, they're all in better shape than me. They're locked in. So for me, it's like I'm always like, okay, I got to get to the next level. Okay, this is what he did. I got to get to the next level. That's what I'm surrounded by. A lot of people that I've talked to on the phone that have problems with their fitness goals, it's like they're the fittest person in their family and they're 35% body fat. So they're like, yeah, I've always been okay. I just want to reduce a little bit of size. And then, they give me their waist size. Listen, if your waist size isn't 32, at least, bro, you shouldn't be like, I'm comfortable where I am. You can't have a 45, 55, 50 inch waist and be like, I just want to lose a little bit. No, you need to lose a lot for your health in general. But you've been surrounded by such like, you're the healthiest person in your family. You think you're good. You think you're good where you at, man. That's why you might be the biggest fish in a small pond, but you got to go to a bigger pond, bro. If you're over 30% body fat and you're the fittest person in your daily, interactions, you got to be, you need some new friends, or you need to consume more content where it's like more fit people, because that's insane. All right, that's insane. Like my homeboys, they be like 8 to 12% body fat, muscle and shit like that. And the thing is, once you hang out with those people, you'll realize it's not really vanity. It's not really them taking steroids. It's none of that shit. It's literally just fucking habits. It's literally just their habits are down pat. That's all it is. Their habits are down pat. So guess what? Their physique follows. It's not really like, oh my God, I care about my physique so much. It's just like they have good habits, right? And you pick up on those habits, and you're like, okay. So when you're craving this, you just say fuck it and go to sleep. Okay, fuck it. I'm gonna do that too. Oh, okay. So like you work out this hard every fucking day. You don't ever go like, do a deload week. Okay, I'll go hard every fucking day then. That's what it comes down to. All right. So listen. If you're struggling to get to your goals, everyone around you does not support you, everyone around you, is discouraging you, just keep fucking going. Change your environment. You see what I'm saying? If you can't move, then change what you listen to on a daily basis. Music has an impact, but YouTube videos, content you consume on Instagram, all that shit has an impact. If you're consuming positive content on Instagram and on YouTube and shit, that shit's gonna take you to the next level. It just will. Like Jim Rohn changed my life. You feel me? Les Brown changed my life. Jeff Loeb's changed my life. Chris Jones changed my life. That's all YouTube, bro. But if you listen to them enough, they're basically, you feel me? They're basically your mentor. So consume better content, man. You can't be consuming like, drill music all the time and just, watching hood interviews and shit like that and be expected to be the best version of yourself. You just can't. And you can't be watching mukbangs and be trying to eat healthy. Like, what y'all be doing? Chill out, man. All right, y'all. Stay blessed.